शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om, a blissful Friday to all of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most attractive, holiest of the holy, the most divine temple which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We are almost coming to the end of the learning of the meaning of Lalita Sahasranama, all the names of our beloved mother, Jagannmata, Tripura Sundari, Rajarajeshwari, Lalitamba. We have come up to 155th shloka, now 156th shloka. Praneshwari Pranadatri Panchashat Peetha Rupini. Praneshwari, she is the controller of prana. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. These are the main Panchavayus. Apart from these, there are many more, which is responsible for the vitality of our body. So she is the one who is the controller of this prana. Pranadatri. She is the one who gives us, blesses us with this prana and protects us. We've already seen one name as Pranada, Pranarupini. Now Pranadatri. We must understand this tra. Wherever we come across this tra, Pranadatri, that means protector. Putra, Putri. We have to protect our parents. As son and daughter, it's our duty to take care of our parents. That is why Putra and Putri. Similarly, not only giving us, blessing us with this prana, but protecting us too. So she has got the name Pranadatri. Panchashat Peetha Rupini. Panchashat means 50. Number 50 in Sanskrita is Panchashat. Panchashat Peetha. There are supposed to be 51 Shakti Peethas. Some people say 54, some people say 64. Anyway, what is this Shakti Peetha? We know the story of Dakshayani immolating herself when she goes to her father Daksha's house for a yajna uninvited. There was no invitation for Shiva and Dakshayani or Sati. Without invitation, she goes there, she attends that, gets insulted and jumps onto fire and immolates herself. Shiva gets angry. He carries her dead body on his shoulder and he is going around, roaming around with anger. So Vishnu sends his Sudarshana Chakra and that chakra cuts the body of Sati into 51 pieces. Different places, different pieces have fallen. Wherever these pieces have fallen, they are called as Shakti Peethas. So it is said that there are 50 or 51 Shakti Peethas. So Panchashat Peetha Rupini. In all these different Peethas, she is existing in different forms. This is one meaning. Another meaning is, we have seen Shat Chakras in our body. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna. These are the 6 chakras, energy centers of our body. Each chakra has got different number of petals. So when you count the number of petals of all these chakras, 6 chakras, the total is 50. So each petal is considered as a Peetha. So Panchashat Peetha Rupini. This is the second meaning. One more meaning is, there are supposed to be 50 aksharas in Samskrita Bhasha language. Each akshara is a pitha. See the beauty of our language Samskrita. Each akshara is a pitha. She is Varna Rupini. She is Panchashat Pitha Rupini. In each and every akshara, she is residing. Vishrankhala Viviktastha Veeramata Vyat Prasuhu. Vishrankhala. Shrankhala means chain. Chain, not the chain that ornament as we wear. Bondage, which binds us. The chain of bondage. Don't we have? Yes, we all have this shrinkhala. Husband, wife, children, my house, my property, my bank balance, my name, my fame, my possession, my position, my profession. Ahaha. So many bondages we have. She doesn't have any bondage. That is why Vishrankhala. Shrankhala is bondage. Vishrankhala, absolutely no bondage. She is the one who is making us work but doesn't have any bondage. Viviktastha. Vivikta. Vivikta means secret place or lonely places. She resides. Stha means residing there. Where does she reside? In a place which is secret. Does it mean that she is there existing only in the place which is secret? Doesn't she reside openly? She is residing openly in the whole universe. But it still remains as a secret only because we are not able to see her everywhere. Even if we go to temple, we see the statue, we give a certificate to the statue that such a beautiful statue, so beautifully decorated, we are still on the periphery only. Superficially we are, yes, we are devotees. But we don't see her in that, even in the idol. How can we see her everywhere in the universe? So it remains as a secret. And in our own hearts, heart is a secret place. Nobody else comes to know what is happening in my heart. I may be expressing something, but doesn't mean that the same thing happens in my heart. I may be simply pretending. So Viviktastha, wherever there is a secret, she is residing, means she is there in the heart of every one of us. Viviktastha. Veera Mata. Veera has got different meanings. One is Ganesha is given the name as Veera. Second one is the warriors who fight in the battlefield are Veeras. For all those Veeras, she is the mother. She is the mother of Ganesha. And Veera also means all the devotees who are internally fighting within themselves to curb this ahankara or ego. Aren't we all fighting? Every day there is a fight. Internally there is a fight. When we are doing something, that conscience from within, the viveka from within says, Jyoti, don't do this. This is wrong. Then I start thinking, is it right or wrong? Isn't it? So we are also come under Veera, the category of Veera, provided we are fighting there. I must control my senses. All sense organs should be under my control, not the control of my mind. When we think like this, when we are fighting internally, we are coming under the category called Veera. So she is our mother. She protects us. Whenever we fight like this, she protects us. Veera Mata. Vyat Prasuhu. Vyat means sky, Akasha. Vyadadi Jagat Prasu, we have already seen. Here it is said that she is the mother of space. That means she is the creator of this space. Space is the subtlest element among the Pancha Bhutas. Subtlest is space, grossest is Prithvi or earth. Vyat Prasuhu. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya Moola Vigraha Rupini. Mukunda, the one who blesses us with the Mukti, liberation, is given the name as Mukunda. Mukti Nilaya. Mukti, Moksha. She resides there. Once they said Muktida Mukti Rupini. She blesses us with this liberation. She resides there in that moksha. We get a doubt whenever they say that she resides in this mukti, she resides in Vivikta place. Like this we get a doubt. Even in Bhagavad Gita, in Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna tells Arjuna, I am this. Big mountain, I am this. Big ocean, I am this. I am Gayatri Chandas, etc. etc. Big one, I am Airavata. Does it mean that he is only in Airavata? He is not in a small elephant, baby elephant. Does it mean so? No. It is only to get our attention. The big ones immediately get our attention. So if he says that he is there in the big one, at least we start connecting ourselves with that big things. Once we start getting connected with the big things, then slowly we will try to connect with the smaller things also. So if he says that I am in Airavata, then we may question, Arjuna might have questioned him, Krishna, aren't you there in an ant? Then Krishna would have said, yes, I am there. And there in ant also. Slowly he would have said, he would have whispered that. Why? First let people connect themselves with Krishna when they see big elephant at least. Then they may get connected later. By practice they will get connected with Krishna whenever they see any ant or any insect which is a small creature. In the same way, it is not that she is there and only in Mukti. Even if Mukti is not there, she is residing. But it is to get our attention towards that Mukti Nilaya, Moola Vigraha Rupini. The basic source, the base, the source is she. She is in the form of that particular source. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Bhavajna Bhavarogagni Bhavachakra Pravartini. Bhavajna, Bhava. All our emotions or feelings. Jna, she knows it. Many a times, within we are very angry, or we don't want some guest to be there in our house. Within that, internally, this is the feeling. But externally, how do we show? Oh, how we pretend as though we are great friends. We love having them so much. All the pretensions we do. Nobody else may understand. Wow, Jyoti loves me. Look at the way she is smiling at me. Internally what it is, only I know about it. But she knows the feelings or emotions of everybody. That is why she is given the name Bhavajna. Jna means having the knowledge. Bhavarogagni. Bhavaroga Gni. Gni means destroyer. What is this Bhavaroga? Bhava is this samsara or universe. What is the roga? Of course, we have many rogas. Many diseases we have. Physical health is not right. Mental health is not right. Spiritual health is not right. Yes, okay, let us keep that aside. What is this specifically Bhavaroga? It is the cycle of birth and death. The body, we drop this body and we say we die, somebody dies. Only that body is dropped. That soul continues to exist. Again, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. Once again we come back. We are simply transmigrating from one body to another body, just like how we move from one room to another room. This is the biggest disease, Bhavaroga. We must try to come out of it. First of all, we should realize that, I should come out. Then, how to come out? The way to come out. We must learn that. Then we will try our best to come out. That's what we are all doing now. So she destroys that kind of Bhavaroga, which means she brings us out of this cycle of birth and death, or out of this Chakra Vyuha. We come out of it because she destroys this kind of Bhavaroga. Bhava Chakra Pravartini. Bhava is this samsara. This is a cycle, a chakra. She is the one who is operating this chakra. Bhava Chakra Pravartini. Chandasara, Shastrasara, Mantrasara, Talodari. Chandas. Gayatri, Chandasamaham. Among the chandas, there are 7 different types of chandas. What is a Chandas? It is a system of writing or creating or composing a stotra. How many words should be there? How many letters should be there in that particular line? It may be of 2 lines or 4 lines. Each line should consist of so many aksharas. We cannot write as we want. There is a particular system. We have seen this. In Bhagavad Gita or Lalita Sahasranama, this all come under Anushtup Chandaha. We chant this also in Vishnu Sahasranama. Asya Shri Vishnu Divya Sahasranama Stotra Mahamantrasya Shri Vedavyaso Bhagavan Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha. Anushtup Chandas. The meter is Anushtup Chandas. And in Bhagavad Gita, there are some shlokas which are slightly lengthy. Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishto. Like this, the line is slightly longer. Then this comes under Trishtup Chandas. So like this, there are 7 different types of Chandas. She is the essence of Chandas. Whichever Chandas it is, she is the essence of that. Similarly, Shastra Sara. She is the essence of all the Shastras. What is a Shastra? Maybe a set of rules, maybe a set of advices, isn't it? Whichever Shastra you take up, she is the essence of that. Mantra Sara. Any mantra in this universe that we take up, she is the essence of that. She here means that Parabrahma. We may be chanting Ramanama, or we may be chanting Gayatri Mantra, or Om Namah Shivaya, Panchakshari Mantra, Shadakshari Mantra, any mantra. We may say that this is Shiva Mantra, this is Narayana Mantra, this is Devi Mantra. Finally, it is that mantra of that Parabrahma. So she is known as Mantrasara. Talodari. Udara means stomach, paunch. Tala means very thin one. Not like all of us. We have got a big stomach. After 1 or 2 delivery, it becomes even bigger. She is Talodari, which represents no ego at all. Talodari. Udara kirtiruddama vaibhava varna rupini. Udara kirtihi. Udara. Danashura karna. Udara is generous. Generously she gives all of us fame. All her devotees become famous because she is very generous in giving fame to all her devotees. Uddama Vaibhava. Uddama. Dama means rope. Damodara. When Krishna was very small, he was very naughty. So Yashoda could not control him. So she tied a rope around his stomach and tied it to one pole. Don't go anywhere. So he got the name Damodara. The one who has got rope around his udara, stomach, is Damodara. So here Uddama. Ud means highest kind or greatest or Shrestha. So Uddama Vaibhava. She has got a beautiful rope around her. What is that rope? She has got the rope by which she is pulling all of us towards herself. Aren't we all being pulled now? With so much of interest, all of us are learning. Is it our interest? She is the one who has created this interest. She has put this rope around us and pulling all of us. Uddama Vaibhava Varna Rupini. She is there in all colors. She is there in all the aksharas. Janma Mrityu Jara Tapta Jana Vishranti Dayini. Janma Mrityu Jara. Janma is birth, Mrityu is death, Jara is old age. Because of this, we are in the same cycle. Again and again we are coming to this universe in different bodies. Birth, then old age, then death, again birth, old age, death, and so on. It is going on. So, when we talk to some very old people who are bedridden, they are simply waiting. I'm just waiting for his call. I'm waiting when I will die. So many youngsters are dying, but see, God is not taking me. They are tired of life. So now it is said that she takes us, all of us, from this. We are tired of this. Then, by giving moksha, liberation, Jana Vishranti Dayini, she gives all of us rest. After every death, it seems for a short period at least we are at rest. Means before we take another body. This is the final one. No come back again. That means full rest she is giving us by giving us moksha. Sarvopanishad Udgushta Shantyatita Kalatmika. Sarva Upanishad Udgushta. Upanishad comes at the end of Veda. There are 4 divisions in Veda. First one is Samhita, which consists of all mantras. Second one is Aranyaka. Third one is Brahmana. And the last one is Upanishad. Upanishad comes at the end. That is why we call this as Vedanta, which comes at the end of Veda, Vedanta. All these Upanishads do not talk about do this puja to get this. No. They do not talk about any kind of pujas, etc. Then what does it consist of? All the Upanishads talk about only that Parabrahma or Atma. What is Jivatma? What is Paramatma? What is this Jagat? That kind of explanation is given in Upanishad. Since all the Upanishads talk about Parabrahma, now the Vagdevatas are saying that Sarva Upanishad Udgushta, like how you say Veda Ghosha. Ghosha means high level of chanting. Udghosha. With their loud voice, with all devotion, people are chanting. You get that vibration. They are all talking about praising you. Sarvopanishad Udgushta Shantyatita Kalatmika. This one single name. Atita, going beyond. She is beyond this peace also. And Kala Atmika. She is the Atma of this Kala, which is liberation. Going beyond peace, giving liberation. Gambhira Gaganamtastha Garvita Ganalolupa. Gambhira. Gambhira, one meaning is slightly serious. Second meaning is she is a great reservoir. You know the reservoir, they collect water and give it to the people whenever they need it. Similarly, she is the reservoir of this energy for all of us. Gaganantastha. Gagana Antastha. She is there in Gagana. Gagana means space. Space is the subtlest element. She is within that, which means she is subtler than the subtlest of the elements. Garvita. Garva is not ahankara here. This is self-confidence. She expects all of us also to have this kind of self-confidence. Ganalolupa. She enjoys all music. Whatever way bhajans are being sung, she really enjoys that. It need not have good raga, good voice, good tala. No, it may be not having any of these. Still she loves it. When we sing, with the devotion. Otherwise, voice is good, raga is good, tala is perfect. Without devotion, it doesn't have any effect. Gana Lolpa. Kalpana Rahita Kashtha Kanta Kantartha Vigraha. Kalpana Rahita. Kalpana is idea. We all should have some idea. Tomorrow what should I do? What should I wear? If I have to go to this reception, which saree shall I wear? We keep on planning. She doesn't have to have any plans. No idea. She doesn't have to have any ideas at all. So Kalpana Rahita. Kashtha. One meaning of Kashta is goal. She is the goal. Second meaning is wood. Kashtha. Then Akanta. Akanta is Kanta we have seen shining. Here Akanta is the one who destroys all our sins. Like how we said Papa Nashini. The same meaning Akanta. Kantartha Vigraha. Here Kanta means Shiva. She is taken half portion of his body. Ardhanarishwara Tattva. So Kantartha Vigraha. Karya Karana Nirmukta Kama Kerita Rangita. Karya Karana Nirmukta. Karya and Karana. Cause and effect. What we are today is the effect of what we have done earlier. And what we are doing today becomes the cause for our next whatever behavior, next janma or in this janma itself. This is cause and effect. We have a Karana Sharira. That is why we are coming again and again. Once the Karana Sharira is destroyed, then we are Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya, union with her. She doesn't have any kind of karya or karana, no cause and effect for her. Kamakeli Tarangita. Kamakeli Tarangita. She is the one who has created this universe as per her will and wish. And she is the one who is enjoying the waves of this universe. Kanat Kanaka Tatanka Leela Vigraha Dharini. Kanat means shining. Kanaka means gold. What kind of tatanka ear stud she is wearing? Shiny and made of gold. This kind of tatanka ear studs. In Saundarya Lahari, Adi Shankaracharya praises her tatanka. During Samudra Mathana, the first thing which came out was halahala or poison. Shiva consumes it and keeps it in his throat. That is why he is known by the name Vishakantha or Shrikantha. Shankaracharya says that nothing has happened to Shiva. Even though he consumed poison, nothing happened to him. Why? That is the mahima of your tatanka. So he glorifies the mahima of the ear studs of our mother. Such beautiful ideas that he was getting. Wonderful. Tatanka. Leela Vigraha Dharini. Leela Vigraha Dharini. For a play. Leela is a play. She is taking different forms just as a play. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham, said Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Whenever adharma prevails, I will come. I will take different forms. I will take incarnation or avatara. So whenever she feels like taking, she takes different forms and comes, and maybe just to help us also. Leela Vigraha Dharini. Aja Kshay Vinir Mukta Mugdha Kshipra Prasadini. Aja, the one who doesn't have birth at all. Aja is without birth. Kshaya Vinir Mukta. Kshaya is the body is not becoming weaker and weaker. For us, body, mind, intellect, everything becomes weaker and weaker. There is no Kshaya at all. That is why she is known by the name Akshaya. Kshaya Vinirmukta. There is absolutely no Kshaya at all. Mugdha. Innocent. Mugdha is innocent. No intention of hurting anybody is Mugdha. Kshipra Prasadini. She blesses us very soon. Kshipra means Shigra. Immediately. Not waiting for anything. Immediately she blesses us. Kshipra Prasadini. Antarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Very important nama. Antarmukha. Internally, if we worship, she is easily available. Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. How many ever pujas, acharas we do, if we are not doing it internally, she is not be available for us. We may think that I am doing this Abhisheka, I am doing this Naivedya, Archana, Arati, blah blah, I am chanting. Yes, very good. But we have to go forward that internally it should be done. Whether we do externally or not, it is not important. Internally, if we do only, it is important. See, that is why Manasa Puja is given highest importance. Not that we should not do external puja. Definitely we should do. But when we are doing arati, when we are doing this kind of puja, when we are chanting, where is the mind? Mind goes around. I am doing arati. But my mind is going, oh, today they are coming for lunch. Oh, I want to prepare this particular dish. Oh, that's not there. I want to make halwa kesari, but rava is not there. Oh, I must tell my husband. Arati, hands are doing arati. Mind is not doing arati. Mind is wandering around. So this will not have much effect on us. That is why for decades and decades we are doing puja, but not much of change in us. We are not transformed. Why? Because the mind is not there in it. So this has to be underlined here. Antarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Trayi Trivarga Nilaya Tristha Tripuramalini. Trayi. She is there in the 3 Vedas. Trivarga Nilaya. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Moksha, already said Mokshada. Now, Trivarga Nilaya, Dharma, Artha, Kama, all the 3 Vargas, all the 3 divisions is blessed by her. Tristha. Wherever you see these 3 triads, Sattva, Raja, Tamaguna, Avasthatraya. Then Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. Wherever Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, whatever 3, group of 3 is there, triads, she is there in it, Tristha. Tripura Malini. Tripura is a body. Because of 3 Pura, Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, we are carrying with us always. So this body is Tripura. She is taking all of us and making a mala and she is wearing it. This is one meaning. Like how Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, Krishna says, Sutre Manigana Iva. Like how you are wearing a mala of pearls. Exactly, Krishna says, I am also that only, wearing that. Who are these monies? Beads? All of us. Like that, she is Tripura Malini. And Tripura Malini is a goddess of one of the chakras in Sri Chakra that we will see when we discuss about Sri Chakra. Niramaya Niralamba Swatma Rama Sudhasrutihi. Amaya is disease. Niramaya, no disease at all for her. Niralamba, she is not dependent on anybody. She is totally independent. Swatma Rama. Swa Atma Rama. Rama is relishing, enjoying. Where? Within herself. Swatma Rama. Sudhasrutihi. Sudha is Amrita. She pours Sudha on all of us. Samsara Panka Nirmagna Samudharana Pandita. Samsara Panka. Panka is like water mixed with mud, slush, muck. This samsara is like muck. Now if there is slushy place or mud, then if you go there, you will be drowned. That will pull you down. You will be drowned. So this samsara is like this. Aren't we all drowning ourselves in this samsara? Now she is the one who is a pandita, who is an expert in lifting all of us. Uddharana, Samudharana. She is an expert in lifting all of us from this slushy mud, which is nothing but this samsara. Samsara Panka Nirmagna Samudharana Pandita. Yajna Priya Yajna Kartri Yajamana Swarupini. Yajna Priya. She loves all kind of yajna. Yajna is Panchamaha Yajna. We have already seen. Deva Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Manusha Yajna, Bhuta Yajna. These are the yajnas which are to be performed on a daily basis. Not once in a year we go to temple and perform some yajna. Yes, that is a different kind of yajna. She loves that too. But this Pancha Yajnas, every moment we must be doing this. Yajna Kartri, who is doing the yajna? We say, I am doing this. Who is this I? It is she who is doing it. Similarly, Yajamana Swarupini. Who is a Yajamana? The Kartru, the proprietor, whoever does it is Yajamana. Who is doing it? We are able to lift our hands, we are able to speak, we are able to listen, we are able to understand something. Who is doing it? We may say, I am speaking, I am teaching, I am learning, I am attending this class. Great, I, we say. Who is this I? She is the one who is making us do. So she is the Yajamana. Dharma Dhara Dhanadhyaksha Dhanadhanya Vivardhini. Dharma Adhara. She is the base of our Dharma. Dhanadhyaksha. Dhana is wealth. She is the president of the wealth of the whole universe. Dhanadhanya Vivardhini. The growth of wealth as well as all the dhanya, that is a food grain. Everything is increasing because of her. Viprapriya Viprarupa Vishwa Brahmanakarini. Viprapriya. Vipra is a person who has learnt Vedas. There is a shloka, Janmato jayate shudraha, karmato jayate dvijaha, Veda patena vipratvam, Brahma jnanena brahmanaha. By birth, everybody is Shudra. Then, by doing karma, we become dvija. By Veda patha, not only chanting the stotras of mantras of Veda, understanding and living, implementing it, then such a person becomes Vipra. By Brahmajnana, one becomes Brahmana, not by birth. So here, Vipra is a person who has understood Veda. Implementing the concepts of Veda in his life is Vipra. She loves such Vipras. Vipra Rupa, she herself is there as Vipra. Vishwa Brahmana Karini, she is there just like Bhava Chakra Pravartini. Vishwa Brahmana, the whole world is rotating, revolving, rotating, etc. She is the one who is responsible for it. Vishwagrasa Vidrumabha Vaishnavi Vishnu Rupini. Vishwagrasa, the whole universe is her food. Vishwarupa Darshana. Arjuna sees Krishna opening his mouth, huge mouth, fearful mouth, and everybody is entering. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Duryodhana, Dushasana, whether they are good people or bad people, everybody is entering. That means we are all food for her. So whenever we have to die, we should feel happy. I am going to be food for her. How happy we can be then. So Vishwagrasa, Vidrumabha. Vidruma is coral. She has got the shining of a coral. Vidruma also means that the vegetable, the red vegetable, ivy gourd, dondakai, that has got red color. So she is shining of, having the shining of that kind of color. Vaishnavi, Vishnu's Shakti, the power of Vishnu is Vaishnavi. Vishnu Rupini, she herself is there in as Vishnu. See, Mukunda. Mukunda is name of Vishnu. Mukunda is Lalita Mata's name. That means they both are same. Ayoniryo Nilaya Kutastha Kularupini. Ayonihi. Yoni. Yoni is the place where we take birth, womb. Ayoni, she has not taken birth in a womb. She has never taken birth at all. So, Ayonihi. Then, Yoni Nilaya. She resides in that womb. The huge womb which gave birth to the universe. In Sri Chakra, there is a Bindu. Just around the Bindu, there is a triangle. That is known by the name Yoni. So, she resides in this triangle in the form of Bindu. So, Yoni Nilaya. Kutastha. Kuta is the one which does not undergo any changes. Our body is not Kuta because it undergoes changes. Mind, no, it's not Kuta. What is Kuta then? That Parabrahma which does not undergo any change. She is there in that Kutastha. Kula Rupini. Kula we have seen many times. It may be a family. It may be the Shat Chakras. It may be just Mooladhara Chakra. All these are given the name as Kula. She is there in this Kula. Veera Goshti Priya Veera Naishkarmya Nada Rupini. Veera Goshti Priya. Veera. We have seen who is a Veera. The next name also is Veera. Just now we saw either Ganesha or the warriors, or we all come under this category when we fight internally to win over our senses and mind. And their Goshti. Now, aren't we having a conference here? She loves this because we are all trying to fight within. Veera Goshti Priya, Veera, she herself is a great warrior. Naishkarmya, without any desire, without being selfish, she is doing all the actions. We are Sakama Karma. We do Sakama Karma for myself, for our own selves. But she does not do anything for herself. So, Nishkama Karma or Naishkarmya. Nada Rupini. She is there in every sound. Whatever sound we hear, she is there as Nada. Vijnana Kalana Kalya Vidagda Baindavasana. Vijnana Kalana. Kalana is cause. Vijnana. Jnana which is experienced. We may hear or we may read something, we have understood. But when we experience it, it becomes Vijnana. She is the cause for it. Vijnana Kalana. Kalya. Kalya, there are 2-3 different meanings. One is auspiciousness. Kalyani. Kalya is auspiciousness. Another meaning is ever ready. Ready for anything. This is Kalya. And one more meaning is early morning when sun rises. You see a particular color. We call this as Ushakala or Pratakala. At this time, what is the color that you see in the sky? The color of the sun. That is Kalya. Vidagdha. Dagdha is burning. Vishesha Dagdha. She burns all of us. What does it mean? She burns our ahankara or ego. Another meaning for Vidagdha is clever. Very intelligent, very clever she is. Baindavasana. She resides in the Sri Chakra in the form of Bindu and even on our Sahasrara she resides, and this forehead or Ajna Chakra place or position also is known by the name Baindava. Tattvadhika Tattvamayi Tattvamartha Swarupini. Tattvadhika, Tattvas. Our Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas and the Panchabhutas, all these come under Tattvas. She is beyond all this. Tattvadhika, Tattvamayi, she is there in this Tattvas also. Tattvam Artha Swarupini, Tattvam Artha Swarupini, Tattvamasi, Tattvam Asi. This is a Mahavakya from the Upanishad. You are that. So she is the meaning of this Mahavakya. She is residing in the Rupa of this meaning of Tattvamasi. So Tattvam Artha Swarupini. Samagana Priya Saumya Sadashiva Kutumbini. Samagana Priya. Samaveda. You know, the Samaveda is recited in a very like music with raga. So she simply loves anybody singing this Samagana or reciting or chanting of Samaveda. This Chandogya Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, all these come under Samaveda. It also means Samuha Gana, group singing. There is a power for group singing. Just instead of singing alone, if some 3-4 people gather together and sing, she loves that. Why? If we have to gather together, then we should be able to adjust ourselves according to the time of each person. We all must we must follow some rules there. If I am alone, whenever I want I can sing, however I want I can sing. When we sing as a group, some rules we have to follow. So she loves it because all of us are adjusting ourselves. With the others we have to adjust. Even singing, we cannot sing as we want. One person individually cannot sing as she or he wants. They all should decide how many times this line should be singing, isn't it? So she loves this Samuha Gana. Samagana Priya Saumya. Saumya is one who is like Soma. Soma is moon. Cool like moon is Saumya. Sadashiva Kutumbini. She is the caretaker or Grihini of Sadashiva's Kutumba. Or head and heart and every part of Sadashiva Kutumba is she. How much she has to adjust, you see. Her husband Sadashiva, what does he wear? Does he wear gorgeous necklaces? Yes, he wears gorgeous necklaces of all poisonous snakes. Bangles, poisonous snakes. Anklets, poisonous snake. Everywhere it is only poisonous snakes only. And what kind of dress does he wear? Pure silk? That is only Vishnu. What does he wear? Gajacharma or Vyagracharma. Either the skin of elephant or the skin of tiger. And that too one small piece only. Who is his vehicle? One old Nandi. If she compares herself with Lakshmi, then she should be feeling bad. Chi, what kind of husband I have got. Vishnu, see, so beautifully decorated, wearing nice dress. isn't it? Apart from this, children, Ganesha and Subramanya, keep fighting with each other. So she has to console both of them. What about their vehicles? Shiva's vehicle is Nandi. Her vehicle, Durga's vehicle is lion or sometimes tiger too. Then Ganesha's vehicle is rat. Subramanya's vehicle is peacock. Among themselves, they are enemies. Isn't it? They are enemies. All of them are enemies by themselves. So she has to take care of all these. That the peacock and snake, they do not fight with each other. A snake does not eat Ganesha's rat. She has to take care of all this. See how much of adjustment she is doing. This is a lesson for all of us. In our family too, there may be some people who are always complaining, grumbling, or fighting. Accept, try to correct them. If they don't correct themselves, accept them as they are. Why don't we adjust? How she is adjusting? Can we not adjust? Can we not create harmony in the family? If the lady of the house is good, then the family is good. So it is the responsibility of all of us to see that everybody lives harmoniously, happily in this house. She is Sadashiva Kutumbini. So there is a great lesson for all of us to learn. Savya apasavya margastha sarva padvinivarini. Savya apasavya marga. There are 2-3 meanings for this. One is Jnana Marga, another is Ajnana Marga. Ajnana does not mean that not devoted. Yes, devoted. But again, doing only the outer. Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Only outer pujas only we are doing, but not going within. That is Ajnana. Then, in the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Akshara Parabrahma Yoga, Krishna says that there are 2 paths that you will take, either one of the paths you will take after you drop this body. One path goes to Devaloka, another one goes to Pitraloka. The one which goes to Devaloka is always bright, which goes to Pitraloka is always dark. The one which goes to Devaloka, which people go here, who take this path? Jnanis take this path. People who have understood what Parabrahma, at least trying to understand, they take that path. Whereas all the others who have done lot of karmas, waiting to take the phala of that, they move through the Pitraloka path. So one is Savya, another is Apasavya. So these are the 2 ways of looking at it. And the third one is, there are 3 important nadis. Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. There are many nadis. 72,000 nadis are there in our body. These 3 are very, very important. So, one path is Savya, another is Apasavya. Both are, she is there in both. Whether it is Jnana and Ajnana, she is there in both. So, Savya Apasavya Margastha, Sarva Apat Vinivarini. Like Durga Apaduddhara Stotra we chant. Apat, all hurdles, difficulties, tough situations. She destroys this. She destroys all kind of apat, and we should not give apat to anybody. We should not hurt anybody. One day, one lady, one devotee came to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, and very happily she said, "Today, Bhagavan, I did Archana, Tulsi Archana, 1,000 namas I have chanted, and 1,000 with Archana of 1,000 Tulsis I have done." Bhagavan, she said. Bhagavan just looked at her and said, "Aha, is it? You could have pinched yourself 1,000 times." See the way he was looking at it. You're plucking Tulsi. You're hurting the Tulsi plant. 1,000 means 1,000 times you have plucked, 1,000 times you have hurt the Tulsi plant, and greatly you are saying that I have done Archana. Aren't we doing this? Aren't we plucking flowers? Then the question arises, is it wrong? It is not wrong. But while plucking flower, can we seek the pardon of that plant? I am plucking this flower. This is, you have created this. You have given birth to this flower. We must talk to the plant and seek pardon of the plant. Please excuse me. I know you have already offered this flower to God, but I also want to offer this. So I am plucking. I am extremely sorry if I am hurting you. Can we do this? This is the way we connect ourselves with that God. It is not only while doing Archana. Please understand the inner meaning of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's words. You could have pinched yourself 1,000 times. When we pinch ourselves, we are hurting ourselves. So instead of hurting a plant, we could have hurt ourselves. See what level they are in. Adi Shankaracharya in Shivananda Lahari says this. Devotees are going in search of particular lotus or a particular flower. They are roaming around the mountains and rivers, etc. in search of a flower. Why? To offer it to you. Why can't they offer their Hridaya Kamala? They don't have to search anywhere. It is there within. Offer this beautiful Hridaya Kamala to you. Why are they going in, wasting their time in search of a flower to offer it to you? Can we try to do this? Not that we should not offer flowers, but at least while offering flowers, let us be happy that we are offering. At the same time, beg the pardon of the plants which have produced this, which have given birth to this wonderful flowers. They are giving us happiness. But what are we giving them? We are hurting them, isn't it? So can we connect ourselves with the plant? Through the plant, can we connect ourselves with that goddess? This is what is important. Antarmukha Samaradhya. This is Antarmukha Samaradhya. Next, Swastha Swabhava Madhura Dhira Dhira Samarchita. Swastha, like how we said, Swatma Rama. Swastha, residing within ourselves. She is residing within herself. That is Swa. Swabhava Madhura. Madhura Swabhava. Sweet nature. We feel like having friendship with some people because they have sweet nature. Some people always shouting, always grumbling. We don't want to have any kind of relationship with them. If such people visit us, we are just waiting when will they go out of the house. Abba. After they go, we are very happy. Abba. Good riddance. She has got sweet nature. Swabhava Madhura. Dhira. Veera and Dhira. They sound alike. No, they are not same. Dhira is the one who fights using the buddhi. Like Krishna in Mahabharata did not lift any single weapon. This was the promise that he had taken an oath that I will not lift any weapon. I will not fight. But he used his intellect. Dhira is the one who fights using the intellect. This is what is expected from all of us. Understand, use our intellect. Understand, why am I here? What am I doing? Who am I? Use the intellect and then fight. This is Dhira. Dhira Samarchita. All the such wise people worship her. Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. Another beautiful, important two names. Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya. Arghya. We offer water to sun god. Arghya. Now what is expected here is Chaitanya. Chaitanya is within us. That energy. That Chaitana. We are supposed to worship her with this. And the next one says Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. She loves this kind of Kusuma. Which Kusuma? They said Mandara Kusuma, Patali Kusuma, so many Kusumas, so many flowers they've already expressed that she loves. But now at the slowly coming to the end, they are saying that Chaitanya Kusuma. She loves this kind of Kusuma. This flower, what is that? Chaitanya. That is our Atma itself or ourselves. We have to offer ourselves to her. Then she loves this. So she should be worshipped within, like Atma. In Bhagavad Gita we have seen Atma appears many times. But based on context it has got different meaning. Here the manas, the mind. This is that Chaitanya here. Can we offer our own selves or our mind to her? Forget about the external kind of worship. Antarmukha samaradhya, bahirmukha sudurlabha. Now they are saying, Chaitanyarghya samaradhya, Chaitanya kusuma priya. So she loves when we offer our mind to her. While chanting Sahasranama, instead of chanting mechanically, we can take a pause, we can take a break in between, connect ourselves with herself. Am I offering my mind to you, or am I still in this world? My mind, I am not able to bring it to you. My mind is dwelling in this world. I am not able to do it. I am helpless. I come in all surrender to you. Please do this to me. See that I offer my mind to you. It is your responsibility. I am not able to do. I have been trying all these years. I am helpless. I am lifting my hands. I can't do it. You are the one who can do it. So like this, can we pray to her? So that she makes our mind, she drags our mind, she pulls our mind towards herself. Otherwise, we are thinking that I am chanting Lalita Sahasranama. Do you know the meaning? I know the meaning. So much of ego. If we know to chant one stotra, we have so much of ego. Then if you understand something more, understand the meaning, the ego is becoming higher and higher. Instead of becoming lesser, if it becomes higher and higher, then we are going downwards in this path. By having this kind of knowledge, definitely we cannot take a reverse gear. We will definitely be moving forward only. Definitely 100% guarantee she is pulling all of us towards herself. So Chaitanyarghya samaradhya, Chaitanya kusuma priya, sadodita sada tushta, tarunaditya patala, sada udita. Udita is shining. She is always shining. Sadodita, sada tushta. Always contented, tripti, satisfied. Are we? Are we satisfied? Are we contented? Do we have contentment? That too sada tushta, always contented. When I see my friend wearing a beautiful pearl necklace, I feel like having this. Even I want to buy this. Okay, I go and buy that. I am very happy. I am satisfied. Next day, after 2 days, there is a reception to attend. I wear that and attend the reception. My another relative has come there. She also is wearing a similar kind of pearl chain. So definitely, obviously, I will go and talk to her about this. This is nice. Where did you get this from? How much did you pay? She says 3,000. Then I am shocked because I have paid 5,000. Oh my God. Unnecessarily, I wasted 2,000. I come back home and start thinking about only that. Gee, I would have bought another saree for that 2,000. No, I simply wasted it. I should have talked to this relative first itself. So much of wastage, time we are wasting. Why? Your 2,000 I have lost. This is only an example I am giving. Are we happy now? No. I was happy only for a day. Now, it is opposite of it now. So, it is for us to learn that Sada Tushta. We should be contented always. Next is Tarunaditya Patala. Taruna Aditya. Aditya is sun god. Taruna Aditya is young sun. Young means at this time, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock or so, what is his color? Patala, they say that it is Patala, which means it is red mixed white. That kind of color. she is having this kind of color or radiance of the sun, the mid-noon, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. At this time, how radiating he is. That kind of radiance is there in our Mother Goddess. So today's class we have learnt 4 very, very important namas. Antarmukha Samaradhya, Bahirmukha Sudurlabha and Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya, Chaitanya Kusuma Priya. Extremely important 4 names of Jagannatha. We must contemplate on this and try to implement in our lives. Namaparayana Prita, they already said that. She loves all of us chanting her name. Not necessarily only the namas of Lalita Sahasranama Stotra. It can be any nama. So let us try till we reach the goal. So we keep chanting the nama because she is Namaparayana Prita. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.